Damn girl, you're so excited. She got me caught up.
Thanks for tuning in to Real Talk. I'm Mary.
And I'm Sequoia. Everyone refers to me as Coco. Tonight, with the month of February out of the way, you know, the big month of love,
Or lust.
to each his own, we felt as though it would be most appropriate to discuss this whole love
Or versus lust.
situation, you know, because sometimes you never really know. Sometimes asking does not help anything.
Because you know folks like to lie.
True. So tonight we're just going to discuss or just bring up a few pointers that we feel or that we use ourselves to distinguish whether someone is really interested in us or whether someone's just really interested in what we call
Ulterior motives.
with that being said, I've always been one to feel as though, you know, if you don't make a guy go out of his comfort zone, or if it's always convenient for him to be, you know, to be with you, whether you go to him or, you know, you pay or whatever the case may be, as long as he doesn't have to go out his way, he's always going to feel like, oh, you know, that's my boo, that's my bae. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make you feel like you have that position. But you don't really know for sure until you make him go out of his way.
Yes.
Like, and I'm not saying make him go, but ask him to do something
That's inconvenient.
Exactly. That may be inconvenient for him. You know, and if he actually goes out of his way for you, you know, without the whole, oh, I think I'm going to get this in return motive, then he may really like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Another thing is, like, don't rush into having sex with him, because it's like if you still got unanswered questions and you don't know for sure where your relationship is going, don't do it, because
I feel like, you know, with that whole engaging into sex thing, if you still question the whole situation, if you know you want it to be more than just occasional sex, don't do it until you do receive that commitment from him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Commitment.
Don't just. I feel like a lot of women, especially, feel like if I give him this, you know, or if I have sex with him, he'll make me his main or his wifey, or no, that's like the total opposite. Once you have sex with him, and I'm not saying as a woman that's all you have to offer,
No.
but once you have sex with him, you have nothing else to bargain with. Like, y'all playing house already, and he's got everything, and he doesn't have to commit to you because you're giving him everything, and he can still have everybody else. So he basically, now he has his cake and he can eat it too. Therefore, the situation will not go beyond lust.
Yeah, we don't offer that.
Yeah.
So we like commitment. If you like it, put a ring on it.
You know, and to each his own. So some people can deal with, you know, occasional sex, and to each his own. Like you said, it's love versus lust. So, but other things that may come up, like that whole, I know we're like technology savvy now.
Oh, right? Techno Central. Yes.
Yes.
Facebook. I am.
Yeah.
Twitter.
I know he does that whole, you know, he might at you or subliminal tweet you or write a subliminal kind of status
and
on
you just
Facebook.
feel so special.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's
Females
so good.
take that to the head. Understand that men understand that you take it to the head. Therefore, they do it in return to see how you're going to react, to make you think it's more than what it really is.
Yes.
I'm saying all that to simply say, you know, if y'all can't hold like a real conversation, a real phone conversation, a real face-to-face, I know you're probably like, I'm being real old school, but really no. If he's really interested in you and he really wants, you know, he's really concerned about where you're trying to go or what you're trying to do or how far y'all can really take this thing, he's going to want to have face-to-face conversations with you. He's going to want to have actual interactions with you.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember a case, girl, when I was talking to somebody, and I would text them, and we had this text relationship.
Yes.
And
don't do the texting. Call me. You got my number.
And the funny thing is, like, you know how you text somebody and they take like 15 minutes to text back? Because he has to ask all his homeboys. He has to show his homeboys what you text. He has to ask them what to say back. Like, just, if he can't hold a real phone conversation, there's no need to even entertain
when
him.
you on the phone with him, and you got a question you want answered, he can't ignore the question. He can't pretend like he didn't get the text message. I'm on the phone with you. Answer me. That's all. But another point is
allow him to like see you at your worst and chill and relax. Like develop a friendship.
I like to wear my basketball shorts and have my hair wrapped and be comfortable. If I can't be comfortable around you, then I know it's not love.
Exactly. Like if you always feel like you gotta be dressed up and you gotta be like looking like a dime every time you see him,
you're not looking like a dime for a nickel though.
That may not be the best situation for you to be in. No. Simply because if somebody really likes you, you know, you can sit back, kick it, have on my sweatpants, have my hair wrapped, play a game of Madden. We can actually develop a real friendship. You know what I'm saying?
That's where it starts. Friendship.
Exactly. And that brings us to our last point. Just take this thing slow. Like, I know some girls, they'll get to the point where they're like, they just start talking to this dude and the conversation is getting really good.
And I love him.
Yes, you already making wedding plans, like, and you already.
Do you know him before you love him?
I know, like, and a lot of times, and I'm glad you brought that point up. A lot of times, as females, we jump into it so quick, and we put our emotions into it so fast. We fall in love with what we think he is.
With an idea, you fall in love with an idea.
And then once and it's not even so much that he's a dog or he lied or he manipulated you. You fell in love with an idea, and when he finally showed you what he was really about, you didn't really like the reality of the situation.
Most of the time, females, I'm speaking to females, we go into a situation and we just know we're going to make it work.
Exactly.
Like, we know how and what to do to make it work. And when your plan doesn't go according to how you planned it,
now he's a dog.
That's when you get upset.
Yeah.
And you're like,
now,
you treated me wrong.
Now we got these bitter black woman tweets and these
how you know he's a dog and
these hostile Facebook statuses. Like, just when you take things slow, you can avoid so much
heartache.
And unnecessary animosity.
Yes. And then you get to know the person. Like,
exactly.
That's
so
the point of it.
Even when it doesn't grow to love, at least it'll grow into a friendship at the end of the day. But that's basically what we wanted to come at y'all with tonight. Love versus lust. To each his own. If you good with the booty call or occasional sex, hey, that's you. Do your thing. You know, and if you all about that love story, that love and basketball, that brown sugar, I see you too.
All right.
Am I in love or lust? Never your soul.